Welcome back, my friends, to another rallying rendition. Choir Boys Color here with my boy Dale King. We're on Mom and Dad's Happy Thanksgiving to you all. Before we get into the video, 22 Veterans Day commit suicide. On a day like today, we need to bear that in mind. Vets, we love you. We care about you. We're thankful for you. And know that you're not alone. We back our Leos. We back the blue by not breaking the damn law, which we both have a good bit, together and otherwise. But we support you now. Love you now. Didn't end, love you now. And if you're an addict, never quit quitting. So let's go ahead and jump in this where you can get back to your families and I can ramble aimlessly. Now, we're going to combine these because I know you love this segment of what's in your pocket. Today, we're going a little heavier duty. I'll go ahead and lay down here. Today I'm carrying my Praetorian, Essie Avispa, and I'm on LeBay, which that one's not mine. So, now, Dale brought his. Dale, what kind of steel are these?
204P.
And we were just discussing that. That's all. Now, y'all see that? Well, probably don't. My fat finger's over it. Did I got that again? There we go.
There you go.
That's why he paid a big buck for these knives. So you can walk around like this. This one's Dale. Dale's got the, what is this point?
That's a drop point.
Drop point. I got the dagger. I am fond of this. You like this knife?
Love it. One of my favorites. Love the Microtex.
Microtex, good brand. Now, I don't see why they don't give us a couple. After you see the man Dale's bought, they probably should.
Nice. Yeah. Yeah.
All right, here's what we're gonna do. Dale, what's on you today that you're carrying today?
So I was carrying one of my favorites, a Manix 2 lightweight S90V.
Same steel as the Praetorian. What kind of handles we got on there?
FRN.
All right.
Fiberglass reinforced.
Holding on to this. Okay. One, this is in a comparison. Other than the steel. Take a good look at I had a Manix, or Kurt gave me a Manix and a PM2, told me to choose which two I wanted, and then said he wouldn't give me in his Manix. So Dale and I were talking. Having the PM2, I can tell you this knife's a good bit bigger. Now, same steel, and that's the only thing. Both are quality, but the S90V, what we're talking about, once you get it sharp, it came with a razor's edge.
Yeah.
That's one thing about Spyderco.
Very sharp.
All of them are.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, Dale's trying to collect what?
Manix 2 with all different steels and the pair of 3. So everyone will have a different steel. Not really going by handle color or anything like that. It's just the blade steel.
And you see, Dale's a Florida fan. We're praying that he gets saved at some point in the future.
Only one with any sense around here.
Now I can tell you about this. This thing's lightweight. For S90, I mean, the thing that shocked me about the knife is how light this knife was. What's next up, bud?
So I got another Manix 2 lightweight. This is my first one my wife bought me for my birthday this year. It's CTS BD1N. This is your most common Manix that you'll find.
Now, what's the difference in the price point?
The S90V is around anywhere from 178 to about 200. You can get those anywhere for about 120, 125.
Now, the thing that sticks out to me on both of these is the edge, which is gorgeous, and the lightweight. Both really, really stick out. What's next?
So here's another Manix 2. This one's kind of rare. It's 154 CM steel, but also you'll see it's different than those two. It has a hologram blade, where those are a flat grind, which is common nowadays. They only made very few of these with a hologram Manix 2. 154 CM.
This feels more like a knife that I would carry day to day because of the weight. Now, let me say this. It's not a matter of, ooh, it's a bulky knife. For me, in the situation that in working outside and all that, I kind of want a knife with a little bit of weight.
Yeah, that was way more solid. It's thicker blade.
And if this fell out of my pocket, I'd never know it. This is a great Sunday go to meeting.
Oh, yeah.
A great Thanksgiving knife. We carved a turkey with it. It's incredible.
They're very light.
Very light. This one's more your knife. This one, actually, this is G10, correct?
G10, yep.
This one goes along with the Emersons. And when I say that Emerson does a texture G10 like this. They also, the open face, which I like. Now you got some liner in there. What kind of locks we got on these?
That is their ball bearing lock, which is real similar to the Benchmade Axis lock.
I like it. I like Spyderco locks. I like their compression lock, and I like their ball bearing locks. I think Spyderco's ahead of the game on that. I really do. I know with a compression lock,
yeah,
it's right here. I know a lot of people don't like liner locks. I'm not a huge fan of one, but the compression locks, and I really enjoy these ball bearing locks. Now, what other Spydercos do we have? We're going to move from
we'll
this
keep
into
it with Spydercos. Here's a pair of 3. This was a sprint run. It's got diamond cut G10 and it's CPM S45VN. It was a sprint run. They only made a limited number of these.
Now, so comparison on the size. Both are, but here's the other side about Spyderco. You may not have the length of blade, but you have depth of blade, which makes for superior cutting. A distal taper to the end. And again, the edge is impeccable. Now, Dell's this knife's the first time I'd ever heard of CPM S45VN. We were talking earlier too about that P and that CPM is big. That's powered.
Yeah.
Now, this is 154 CM. This is one of my favorites too. It's easy to sharpen, and it's tough. It's durable.
Yeah.
This, I'm curious to see how it holds up over time. Now, you carry all your knives, correct?
Yes.
Not once, obviously. But
I carry one a day.
One a day.
I usually get a different knife.
Another good work
Every day,
knife.
yeah.
All right, what we got next?
So here's another pair of 3. This was also a sprint run. This is a newer one they come out with. It's CPM Crew Wear. So this is a new one. They come just like this with the same color scales on it. I added the blue Flytanium clip, deep carry clip, and the screws and everything, which are a pain in the ass to put on. It's not worth doing, to be honest with you. That little lanyard hole right there is it's something else, man, trying to get out and change. But
So you changed that as well?
I changed all that. Yeah, the only thing I didn't change were these 2 main screws in the blade, which I got those with the kit I ordered, but they didn't fit correctly. Yeah. Because apparently Charlie over there in Vietnam didn't make those quite right. So
I'll be writing letters to all my Vietnamese friends there,
just
Wing Lee and the rest of them.
Sorry about that, but that's Crew Wear. That was a sprint run knife also.
Compression lock. Love this lock. Now, I didn't do that well like Eric. He's thinking flip it. I'm curious to see how all these hook up. I do like this. Is this G10?
That is G10.
So again, we got it. All of these are made. All of Dell are made in Golden, Colorado. All American made. All the different kinds of steel. How many PM3s do you have?
Those are my only 2 PM3s. I just kind of started a collection on those, and I just started the collection on the Mannix 2s. So
we got 3.
I'm gonna do the same thing. Yeah, I got 3 Mannix so far. I have 2 pair of 3s. I have 3 Tenacious at home I didn't bring. They're liner lock. That's kind of a lower end Spyderco. They're about $50-$60.
Okay. American made?
No, those are made in China.
Okay.
I believe, maybe Taiwan.
Let me say this on that. Spyderco does have 2 lines, an American made and a Chinese made. You can get Chinese made at Ace, you can get it at Walmart. Now, I've had Chinese made, they were great. Are they the same? No, because it's different steel. But their quality control is good. Dale prefers to buy American, you tell him by what he buys. But if you're going to collect, then you got to collect all of them. So there's that. Now, let's move into the Microtex. Let me see, make sure you get yours back. You've seen the Milano Bay, the Ultratech. What do we got next?
So here's another Ultratech. This was a limited edition Merlot and bronze hardware. Steel 204P steel, glass breaker, all that, just regular Ultratech.
I love this knife. I love the Merlot. I love this right here, whatever that is.
The bronze coating.
The bronze coating.
It's an apocalyptic finish too.
That's right. Okay, well, let's see. Now, on these apocalyptic finishes, you can see it.
Yeah, it's a little more than an acid wash.
Yeah,
it's they're beautiful. To an acid wash, but a little.
They're beautiful. We were just talking about X-Ring, the channel that I keep promoting that none of y'all go watch, which I appreciate that a lot. He's kind of the guy that sold me on it, with doing all the tests and stuff. I love this. I was telling him I was looking at this yesterday on Smoky Mountain Knife Works. Now, I bought something on Smoky Mountain Knife Works. We'll be doing that over the weekend. We'll get to that when we're done. What's next?
So this is my Bounty Hunter edition. This is a UTX 85 Microtech. Same steel, 204P. It's got the Mandalorian symbol on the back. Had to have one of these. I decided to go with the 85, that's my favorite size, over the Ultratech. At the time, I could have bought both. They had both of them at stock, but I'm with the 85. That was the first Microtech I had, was a UTX 85.
Now, what was the difference price-wise? You said they had these and had these.
Between that and the Ultratech, I think it was like 50, 60 bucks, something like that.
Okay. Now, if you look at the blade shape on that one, it's got a deep fuller in it on both sides. If you look at the blade shape on that one, compared to this one's more of a drop point. That's more of a tanto point right there. Now, I'm gonna tell you, I hadn't seen one of the 85s until Dale brought these over. Hadn't held one. I'm gonna tell you, I like that. I like the size. That's a good Sunday good meeting, or if you're hanging out around gas station bathrooms, make you look tough. Yeah. I like the size. I like this point. I'm actually now gonna look at getting one of these. I'm getting more and more into that Tonto.
I'm like you. I'm not a big fan of the Tonto stuff.
No.
I never have been, but that's the only one I could get at the time, and I didn't want to pass it up. All they had was Tonto blade.
And it's got a little bit of a belly on it.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what I'm finding more and more with the Tonto. You can get some work done with them, but you got to learn how to use them. I mean, that sounds stupid.
And the only reason I really don't like them, they're just a pain in the ass to sharpen.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing about
That's the biggest gripe that I hear about them. That's why you just keep buying them and go still get them. All right, what's next?
So this is my original Microtech. This is a UTX 85. It's the first one I bought. I paid $237 for this one. I added the rose color screws, which you have to buy the special tool and everything to get the Microtech screws out. And that's an apocalyptic finish, 204P.
If you don't have a Microtech, you need to get one. Here's what I'm telling you. I'm not telling you to go spend something you ain't got. Save up and get it. They're damn near indestructible. It's beautiful. I'm telling you, this 85, I like this size.
Yeah, that's my favorite. I carry that more than I do.
I like this size.
This size of Sparker coats.
It feels light. It's a drop point.
There's not that much difference between that and the Ultratech really. It's about an inch maybe on the handle, well, 3/4 of an inch, and then maybe 3/8, maybe a half an inch on the blade. Maybe. But just holding it and carrying it in your pocket is a big difference. It's a good,
y'all know I like big knives. I always have, but I'm telling you, and I've got my own along the back. I think that what is it?
UTX 85.
UTX 85. 85%.
85% of them, yeah.
So, well, that's going to wrap us up here at Thanksgiving. Glad you joined us. Glad, Dale. Thanks for being here, my friend.
Sir. Thank you.
Dale and I go way back. You can't tell. He's trying to lose some weight. I think I've gained it. Love y'all. God bless y'all. That's Dale. I'm Scab. You're not. We gone, son. Let's get some dessert.